Mississippi. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game, he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cunningham. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Running inside, it's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10, all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game.
He lets it fly. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Turning it on! And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, It's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And here he comes out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking for a huge play. He's got it down the right side. Finds some room. He's at the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Runs through a tackle. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He's looking to pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The run inside. It's Lacey. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it go. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Lindsey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. These 2-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. The run to the right. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The short hands, it's Cunningham. At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of room to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. control here in Week 9.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Sellers. He unleashes a long one. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Steps away. Finds his man. It's Harbor. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll send the back in motion. Sellers got his man on the outside. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Here's the pressure. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Here's Sellers to throw. Here comes the heat. He's on the move and couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Guys, look at this. Surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He tries to take the top off. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Soft spot in the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Throwing, Sellers. Dances away. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Cunningham. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He fires one deep down the right side. Down inside the 35, stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man down.
There's some room. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten hit in this one, and numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Play fake, Sellers. Pressure coming. Sliding to his left. Now looking to throw back to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage.
Lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Beck's going for the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Sellers. Going to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it way down the field. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Looking to throw it, Sellers. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. And this quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up second down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Again, it's Sellers. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And the extra point splits the uprights. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. They're going back to the ground. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unleashes one. Connection to the right. Lots of room to run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Lindsey. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Rebels. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, but they get him on the ground right there. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Pocket breaking down, and down he goes. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Gators with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. A full dive to haul that one in. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, it makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go play action with Sellers. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out we're trying to throw it to him, so we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Sellers. It's complete to the right. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Cunningham. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And the defense had that one sniffed out from the start. But look at this. The offense back on the ball.
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it for a big play. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the 1st half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Going to the ground. Makes it past the marker. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Slips through the line. And the tackle is made just short of the 50-yard line, and that's going to do it for the third quarter, and that's where the offense will snap it when we start the fourth. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Throwing Sellers. Going for the big play. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Escapes the sack. Here's a heat. On the run, deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Lindsey. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense putting points on the board.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. On the move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Knight. Under fire. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas.
A full dive to haul that one in.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
It's complete to the left.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the pass.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Rushes on him. Escapes the sack. They got him for the sack, and now...